Bold and the Beautiful: Why Hollis Was Killed. All roads lead back to Spoiler. Bobby's come knocking for Sheila. Missing proof raises reservations. Sheila's part in deaths linked to Jack guarding Poppy and Finn. Greetings to all Bold and the Beautiful fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Bold and the Beautiful: Why Hollis Was Killed. All roads lead back to Spoiler. In the rarest occasion of Bold and the Beautiful, the mysterious double murders of Paul Hollis Hollister, Hollis Chambers, and Tom Starr take center stage. And this stirs up conspiracy and suspension. The limelight is on Poppy Nozawa, the apparent common link in the murderous plot. Both men's deaths feel to be tied to a secret girding Luna Nozawa's maternity. But despite Tom's asseveration on being Luna's father, a surprising twist suggests a DNA test might reveal else. Bill Spencer and Luna continue to bond as father and son, and there's a brewing possibility that their relationship could be reared. Lee Finnegan's part in the DNA test raised eyebrows. So this hints at possible foul play on Bold and the Beautiful. Hollis's woeful death may be linked to his discovery of indicting substantiation in Tom's pack, and conceivably love letters from Poppy to Tom about their son Luna. Dubitation also hovers around Sheila Carter. But this is despite the lack of a satisfying motive for her involvement in the murders. Jack Finnegan's asseveration on supporting Poppy raises questions also, and this suggests he might be guarding a participated secret about Luna's true lineage. As the disquisition unfolds, observers are left guessing who would go to similar lengths. So, who would want to cover Poppy's secret and what this could mean for Luna's future? The Bold and the Beautiful: Wednesday, July 17. Spoilers: Bobby's come knocking for Sheila. Missing proof raises reservations. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, July 17, reveal that Sheila Sharp will get a shock when Steffi Forrester, John, Finn Finnegan, and Lee Finnegan all show up at her apartment. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will also arrive at Sheila's door, so she'll feel like everyone's ganging up on her. Of course, Lee and Steffi will incontinently start throwing allegations Sheila's way, but Deacon Sharp will no doubt rush to his woman's defense. Although Cleric will get updates on the same medicine killing Tom Starr and Paul Hollis Hollister, he clearly won't suppose Sheila's responsible. Cleric will feel like there must be some other explanation since Sheila has turned her life around. Still, Steffi and Lee will stand their ground on Sheila having some ulterior motive that no bone knows about yet. Lee and Steffi won't be suitable to nail down Sheila's docket, but they all keep pointing the cutlet at her anyway. Deputy Chief Baker will have plenitude of questions for Sheila, especially after some significant evidence goes missing. Since Hollis was cured, the Bobbies might go looking for the last thing he drank out of, which was a coconut water bottle. Still, she could face indeed more allegations. If that bottle vanishes or maybe ends up stockpiled at Sheila's apartment nearly, it might look like Sheila had commodity to hide, but she could protest that she's being framed. It's also possible this relates to Tom's pack if Deputy Chief Baker realizes it's important and also discovers it's gone. There's indeed a chance the missing substantiation will be deleted security footage if someone was trying to cover their tracks that night. Whatever the case, Deputy Chief Baker will decide he'd more drag Sheila down to the police station for further questioning. Sheila will surely supplicate Finn to believe she's not to condemn for Hollis and Tom's grim issues, but he may act like the verity will come out one way or another. Our Bandy prognostications point to Sheila being innocent for formerly in her life, but it may take some work to clear her name. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila will face some Bobby drama in the meantime, so stay tuned to see all the disquieting news she'll have to contend with. Bold and the Beautiful: Sheila's part in deaths linked to Jack guarding Poppy and Finn. Bold and the Beautiful planted seeds for Sheila Carter, Jack Finnegan, and Poppy Nozawa as possible lawbreakers in the periodical killings at El Giardino on the CBS Cleaner. Indeed, Lee Finnegan and Bill Spencer could be seen acting distrustfully these days. So Bold and the Beautiful has a real whodunit riddle spinning this week. Bold and the Beautiful: Sheila Carter, Jack Finnegan, Justin Barber fill room with evil vibes. On the night of Tom Starr's Music Hill, Bold and the Beautiful sprinkled the room with some evil vibes. Sheila Carter, Jack Finnegan, and Justin Barber have dark histories. Also toss in Lee Finnegan, and she rounds out a suspicious foursome. All four of them may have a reason to want Tom Starr dead. The only one missing from this suspicious group at El Giardino's when Tom dropped over and failed was Poppy Nozawa. But Poppy was there before the show. She'd have access to his drink to spike it. Jack was there but said he left before Tom went belly up because he allowed the music was awful. Before Tom went on stage, Poppy brazened him in Deacon Sharp's apartment. She told him to stop the crusade he was about to embark on. That's telling everyone, including Luna Nozowa, that she's his son. So, an overkill of people who might profit from keeping Tom quiet had access to Tom's drink at some point that night. Band spoilers Jack Finnegan helps hide Poppy Nozowa's old secrets. It's likely Tom's death stems from what he knew about Luna's maternity. So, you might suppose that word would now go with him to the grave. But it didn't. Bold and the Beautiful indeed offered ghostly light goods. The lights flitted at the eatery, which sounded to signify Tom's spirit for some suckers. So from the grave, he transferred a sign that he wanted Hollis to dig through his pack to break this riddle death. Or perhaps he tried to advise Hollis that he was in grave peril. That said, other suckers chalk it up to just the electrical grid gone out fatal. But either way, it added to the suspension. So now Hollis is dead, and it looks like he knew the malefactor. The last time Bold and Beautiful suckers saw him, he was startled by someone walking through the dark eatery. He acted like he knew whoever this was. Plus, he was ready to entrust in this person about what he set up in Tom's pack. Sheila or someone differently. Bold and the Beautiful suckers know what Sheila Carter told Deacon about the night Hollis failed. She said she was in the eatery late, organizing effects. So you might suppose Sheila is the killer, except for one thing. She demanded that Hollis throw Tom's pack into the dumpster. So, when that person came near Hollis in the dark eatery, if it was Sheila Carter, would he act the way he did? Why would he tell Sheila he wanted to show her some stuff he set up after she blew up the first time he mentioned it? But the suggestions failed to point to her after she stayed late in the eatery. Also, the coming morning, she wouldn't let Deacon go downward into an empty eatery and make the coffee. Rather, Sheila Carter claimed she'd do it. As a nanny, you suppose she'd run to Hollis to check his vitals, but she didn't do that. Not until Deacon told her to help him. She let out some blood-curdling riots. But her face demanded the emotional expression you would anticipate to go on with this. Plus, as Claire reprises that Hollis is dead, the camera hones in on her face and a subtle minatory grin starts to form. Perhaps she didn't kill Hollis, or indeed Tom for that matter, but she may have let the killer in to get to Hollis. Bold and the Beautiful, why would Sheila Carter want Tom dead? Right now, it's looking like there are numerous suspects on Bold and Beautiful with the occasion to kill Tom. But it seems like there's only one reason to want him dead, and that's Luna's maternity. But Tom was poking into Sheila's life, although they sounded to come to an understanding. So, begetting Luna appears to rise to the top of the motive list. This offers a reason for the malefactor to make the eatery a scene of a double homicide. Hollis lost his life after chancing indicting substantiation, but what did he find? This is Bold and Beautiful, so the propositions run rampant. One proposition suggests that Poppy Nozowa came pregnant with Luna decades ago by her espoused whoreson, Finn John Finnegan. It also suggests he was on Poppy's special mints when this happened, so he does not flash back a thing about it. This is commodity that both Jack and Lee Finnegan would want to keep under wraps, as well as Poppy Nozowa. Sheila would be just as invested as Finn's birth mama to keep this retired. She'd not want to ruin her son's life. So Jack might have told Sheila Carter the story and signed Sheila to leave that medicine into Tom's drink. But perhaps Lai had the same idea, and she sprinkled his drink with commodity. Also there's Poppy, who also may have put her special form into Tom's libation. It's more likely one of these folks is responsible for spiking Tom's drink, causing his death. So, when Hollis goes digging around, perhaps Sheila Carter bumps him off to get relief of the substantiation. Or she opens the eatery door to let the malefactor in and also silence him for good. Band spoilers Poppy, Sheila, Lai, and Jack all have a hand in this. Poppy, Sheila, Lai, and Jack all have a double motive in this proposition to beget Tom's death. Jack may have signed Sheila as Finn's mama, who, like him, would want this kept quiet. But the others would probably be lone wolf strikes if someone other than Sheila did this. Still, you can't rule out Bill Spencer. He's no dummy, so he presumably had Poppy Nozowa delved long before this. Under this proposition, he could know he's not Luna's father but doesn't care. This might be why he's adamant about fairly espousing her. Also, she'll be his son no matter what. The last time we saw Bill and Justin Barber together on Bold and the Beautiful, they were moral adversaries. Justin tried to steal Bill's business effects, which didn't work, but it left Bill abhorring his formerly stylish friend. So, Justin working for Bill is a long shot. But why was he hanging around when Tom failed? This only adds to this riddle. Unless these two old musketeers mended walls and Bill Spencer gave him the task of getting relief of Tom's star, His presence might be a way for Bold and the Beautiful to throw suckers off track. Band offers a riddle with lots of suspects swimming around. It looks like Sheila Carter's history comes back to soak her, as it looks like she's about to take the fall for a couple of homicides on the CBS cleaner. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.